All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, call law, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, KAKADASH. Double honor to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick, I came across this article yesterday, and for the New York Post, and it's involving a solar eclipse. As I put in the title, it says, "Be not dismayed as a heathen do," because I haven't heard many Jakes speaking about it personally, but like, I know like there could be some Jakes that's like, oh, whatever about it, but that's just because they're talking about it so much. But you actually have these heathens that's all dismayed and all that. And I thought about Jeremiah the 10th chapter. I'm gonna bring it out. I'm bringing this article for the New York Post, from the New York Post, and it reads, was it New Yorkers dishing out basically almost $4,000 to drive a plane ticket, to get a plane ticket to watch the eclipse, which is this upcoming Monday, okay, which is April 8th. So it reads, it says, New Yorkers dishing out as much as $3,750 on private jets to see solar eclipse above the clouds and come back home. So obviously those are people that, have that money to burn, that money to spend on it, because, I guess, that, if some Jakes had the money, they might do it, what I'm saying? You got them, you got them Jakes that want to do shit and like, be whatever, but I'm gonna get into this article, because the Lord said these things are not to be dismayed by the stars, the things in heavens. And I'm gonna get the scripture, but I'm gonna read the article first. So it reads as the moon passes between Earth and the sun Monday, Andrew Bezos will be cruising at 17,000 feet, rose in hand, having dropped $2,000 to watch the solar eclipse from a private plane's window. So Jeff Bezos, the guy that owns Amazon. No, actually, no. Andrew Ben, that's not the guy that owns Amazon. That's Jeff Bezos. I don't know who this guy is. But anyway, it says he will not be alone. Aviation company Blade has sold out 14 flights from New York, costing from $1,975 to $3,750 per seat, which will let people see the 5-minute astronomical phenomenon from the air. With days ago, people who want to catch the once-in-a-generation total eclipse are shelling out 4 and 5 figures for exclusive experiences. So they want to be closer and closer. So it says Bezos and other New Yorkers are adventuring far and wide for the chance to catch the first total eclipse in the U.S. since 2017, which I remember that one. It says when the sun vanishes in the zone of totality from Mexico's Pacific coast on a northeasterly route through Texas, Arkansas, Illinois, Missouri, Indiana, Ohio, upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine before passing through Canada's maritime provinces. It'll be my first eclipse. I'm splurging on myself for this one, Bezos, 61, an orthopedic surgeon and founder of CrowdRx. So I guess that's who Andrew Bezos is. It says which provides medical services at arenas and large venues. That name did sound familiar. It says which provides medical services at arenas and large venues, told the Post of spending around $2,000 for Blade's package. Having just missed the Northern Lights on a recent trip to Iceland and the last eclipse in 2017, the science buff is banking on the stars aligning when he watches from above Buffalo, New York, on board Blade's Pilatus PC-12. On board when it takes off from Westchester Airport at 1 p.m., flying over the path of totality in Buffalo Monday, flying along the moon's path as it moves northeast as the sun becomes fully covered, without having to land for the 3-hour experience that will last around 3 hours. It says, I'm a science nerd. I love astronomy. It's totally worth it, Bezos told the Post, booking the flight, which now has a wait list of New Yorkers in the 300s. I jumped on the opportunity and he almost missed it. It says it sold out within 15 minutes of sending the email. We couldn't add flights quick enough, Rosen Branch, chief marketing officer for Blade, told the Post of the solar eclipse package that rolled out with 14 flights of 112 people. Others are picking their venues carefully. I'm going to read a little bit more and then I'm going to get to the scripture. So it says, because I don't have much time. So it says, Daphne Schlick, 52, works in legal services, and her husband, Josh Winterfield, 43, a science teacher, have been planning their trip to Kingston, a city in Ontario, Canada, where the eclipse will be visible for the once-in-a-lifetime event. And in case weather does not permit, they've spent hundreds of dollars in deposits at hotels in Youngstown, Ohio, and Auburn, New York. We have a telescope, our glasses, and a filter for the camera, Slick told the Post, of shelling out $100 for a special filter for their Canon camera and dusting off their telescope from the last partial eclipse viewing they saw in Battery Park in 2017. This is happy fan. Look at it. Look at it. I want to see the eclipse. Man, it ain't really much. Yeah, all right, that's it. That's just time here. That's it. So if you wanted to just look that up, you look that up. Get the scripture. Bear with me, okay. Jeremiah. Okay, so this is Jeremiah, chapter 10, I'm going to start at the top, and it reads, Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at. Because look, to be honest, I could care less. When what happened in 2017, I remember I was at work, I was working at a certain job I used to work at, and I was like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody was all like, you know, mostly heathens, you got some jakes that, but for the most part, like it was just a regular day for me. Now, it's going to be a regular day that day, but I do, in the course of the prophecy-wise, of course, we hope something happens, but, like, we're not all, like, I don't hear, you don't hear jakes, especially brothers in the truth, like, oh, yeah, I can't wait for that eclipse, and, like, yeah, I want to watch the eclipse, and these motherfuckers plan a whole trip for it. It just said this dude, Andrew Bezos, spent $2,000 for the ticket to go up there and see it. You don't hear, like, I ain't hear about no Jake millionaires or billionaires doing that, the few they are. But that's why the Lord said, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. I'm gonna read that again. It says, Jeremiah 10:2 says, Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. The heathen are dismayed. See, they're dismayed. They want to get good trips, and they want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, but you still, like, America's still gonna be destroyed though. You still got a third world coming. What about that? Y'all talk about an eclipse. Talk about how the Lord is about to clip America, man. You gotta understand, like, it's already like almost a full-fledged war going on in the world right now, man. Whether it be over here in the western part of the world, and definitely going on in the eastern part of the world. But that's all I wanted to bring up, man. Don't be dismayed. Like, I know, like, most brothers are not, but, like, at the end of the day, this is what the scripture said. This is what the Lord said. Remember, he created the heavens and the earth. He said the heathen are dismayed at them, but what? Don't be dismayed, O house of Israel, like the heathen, man. Now, of course, you're going to have a lot of our people that's going to be dismayed, and they're going to be off that, but at the end of the day, the Lord said not to. So it's going to be like, I mean, of course, like, if you see it, be like, oh, shit. But, like, nobody, like, brothers ain't checking for the eclipse. Like, we hope something happens behind it, but the actual eclipse itself, we can care less. I know, I mean, like, when I say care less, it's like, it's nothing. Like, it's like, all right, we know it's Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Period. Okay, so, that's it. I just want to bring out. I didn't have much time. So, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. You know what I'm saying? It is coming this Monday. They saying it's supposed to be this Monday coming up, April 8th, so we'll see what happens alongside it. But, don't be dismayed. Ain't no big wolf, man. It's a lot of bigger things, a lot of bigger fish to fry. Okay, these prophecies. And even though this is part of the prophecy, but, like, that's just a small piece. That's not going to change. That's not going to. The eclipse is not supposed to be the life-changing event. It's supposed to be for a short time, and kind of a rare occasion. That's really why they trip it over, because it's a rare thing. But the Lord said, don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven, man. That's a sign in heaven, man. Obviously, no matter how crazy it is a couple crazy points about it, because the last eclipse that they said was like what, 6? They said it was like 6 years ago, 6 months, 6 days, or something to that effect. 6 days, all of it was sixes. So you have like certain observations, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. And like we said, we know that Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI doing it, so like he's the core, he's the everything of it. And he said, don't be dismayed like the heathen, because the heathen are dismayed at them. That's why you got this Edomite and couple talking about, yeah, we rented up, we taking a trip, and if it don't, weather doesn't permit, we got a hotel and this, that, and the third. Like they making it a whole thing of it. So you know that with that, I'm gonna just say Shalom, all praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash, and double honor to the powers of Israel, aka the powers of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. Shalom.